POCO just released another 5G bang for buck device. Let's check out the POCO M4 Pro 5G. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Fresh from the announcement, we have POCO's newest release. And before we move on, a special shout out to POCO for partnering with me on this video so that we're able to look at their newest release as early as now. The POCO M4 Pro 5G follows POCO's legacy of releasing good phones with even better prices. Let's see if this particular phone lives up to that. But first, let's unbox. We don't only have the phone, we also have this really big POCO box, so I'm curious to see what's inside. At the bottom, everything you need, nothing you don't. Ooh, we have a nice little letter. Let's check out the first box. This is really cute. That's such an adorable little figure. I sort of don't want to open it because it just looks so nice in box, so I'm gonna leave it like this. Really nice POCO shirt. Another POCO shirt. Ooh! POCO bucket hat! I like this! Right, it's phone time. POCO M4 Pro 5G connectivity. We have the same branding on the sides with easy access to the Google apps you use most, and we have the same thing on the other side. At the bottom, this shows us that I have the POCO M4 Pro 5G in blue with 6GB RAM and 128GB storage. Ooh, so we have the typical POCO branding. SIM tool. We have some POCO stickers, all the paperwork. We also have this really nice jelly case. We have the phone, but let's see what else is in the box first. 33-watt fast charger, USB-C, USB-A charging cord, and that is it. Now it's time for the phone. So the POCO M4 Pro 5G is powered by MediaTek Dimensity 810 with dual 5G 33-watt Pro fast charging with 5000 mAh battery. You also have a 90Hz dynamic switch dot display, dual speakers, and also a 50-megapixel AI main camera and a 16-megapixel selfie camera. Ooh, this is looking like a really good looking phone. Oh my gosh, look! Texture on this is unbelievable. That is a matte back, so that means no fingerprints. I love how the light is shining off of this, almost like it's glowing. You have this POCO M series look on the back, POCO designed by POCO, cameras on there, and that is a very sleek camera bump. So on the right side, you have the volume button, you have the unlock button, which doubles as a fingerprint scanner, speakers, USB-C port, and for those who want it, audio jack. On the other side, you have a SIM tray. Let's check what it has. Nice, dual SIM. Up top, speakers, and that is an IR blaster. I really like the texture of the back of this phone. It's nice. Right, let's power it up, and in the meantime, you know what's coming? A montage. So the version that they sent me is blue, and I really like the look of it, especially that texture. I think this really looks good, and that matte back just means that there won't be any fingerprint smudges at all. This phone isn't as heavy, but it also isn't so light that it feels cheap, and it also comes in POCO yellow, so I personally just really like this blue. That black box on the back is such good branding. It certainly gives you that familiar POCO look. And for those of you who want a more low-key look, this this phone also comes in black. There's a fingerprint scanner on the side that's pretty snappy, and there's also face unlock. For those who prefer wired listening, this has an audio jack as well. This thing also has an IR blaster, which is not a feature that we look for in phones when buying them specifically, but I always found them to be really useful. That just means that you can use your phone as a remote for older appliances that have IR blaster remotes. It's very convenient, and it's a quick way to sort of use your phone to control your household without turning it smart. Also, this is NFC enabled. That is a 6.6-inch Full HD Plus screen with a 90 Hz refresh rate. And we'll look at how that screen looks in games later on in the video. Now, what's another cool thing about this screen is that it supports dynamic switch display. That just means this screen will automatically switch between 90 Hz, 60 Hz, or 50 Hz depending on what you're looking at the screen. And that also means that battery on this thing is used wisely. Basically, that means that you get a 90 Hz display when it matters, and you get your best battery life. Best of both worlds. There is a selfie punch hole in the middle, and this is a Gorilla Glass 3 screen. And finally, this is how your videos will look on the phone, and yes, this thing has dual speakers.
Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Elevating their value for money offering, this Pro POCO M3 has a new look and it's 5G capable. What else do you get with this new phone, and what type of users might want to look at the POCO M3 Pro 5G as their phone?
So this thing is powered by a MediaTek 810 5G chip, and it's 5G enabled. It did fine for my social media browsing, everyday online tasks, and moderate multitasking. Of course, I also put it to the test with some games, and here's what that looked like. That main camera is a 50 megapixel main camera on the back with an 8 megapixel wide angle camera. Up front is a 16 megapixel selfie shooter in that punch hole. Of course, these are not the best cameras I've seen on a phone, but also, of course, you can't really expect flagship shooters on budget devices. Here are some shots so you can see for yourself. This is front-facing camera video, and you can shoot in 1080p 30 FPS. Then you also have the cinematic movie mode with a front-facing camera. And this is video from the rear camera. This is 1080p 30. This is 1x. You can do a wide, and then stop, Colette. 1x up until 6x. Back to 1x. Hi. Then you have 1080p 60 FPS, and this is what that looks like. You also can zoom up until 6x, and then back to 1x. There's also wide, and also you have the movie frame mode on the rear camera. Anyway, yeah, let's look at more sample video and photos. So this thing packs a 5000 milliamp hour battery. That's pretty good. Of course, I only just unboxed this phone, so we'll put that to the test. But the fact that it is a 5000 milliamp hour phone, good thing. There's 32-watt fast charging, and like you saw, you get a charging brick in box. So that was our look at the POCO M4 Pro 5G. POCO has been releasing all of these value for money power pack devices, and it's looking like the POCO M4 Pro is not gonna be any different. At the time I'm shooting this, I don't have actual pricing of the POCO M4 Pro 5G, but I am told that we can expect similar pricing as the previous POCO M3 Pro 5G. When I get all these details, I'll be adding them in the description box below. Again, that's the whole point of POCO's M Pro 5G line. 5G phones for less. This isn't a full review, and I'll have to spend more time with this phone to fully make my mind up about it, but it's looking good so far. That's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Special thanks to POCO for partnering with me on this video. Until next time!